there's something that we're all so confused about in sales, and I get it. I understand why we're confused about it. We think that sales, that growing our business, that selling people is about us being the smartest person in the room and telling them about all our great stuff and figuring out some really clever way to get them to buy it. That is not it at all, okay? Sales is about being skillful in communicating with people, and more importantly, skillful in communicating in a way to get the other person to talk, because our job in sales is not to sell anybody, okay? That's for amateurs. Professionals are focused on helping someone make a decision, okay? And when you think about it that way, if I was gonna help somebody make a decision, the best way for me to get somebody to make a decision is not to push on them. When we push on people, they push back on us, okay? So the best way where somebody can make a decision to go with us, our product, our service, our solution, is for them to do it on their own reasons, for them to do it on their own terms, for them to, hence the word, decide that they want to do it. The best way you can get somebody to decide to make a decision to do what you want them to do is to have them talk. So on today's session, I'm going to give you just 3, and there's an infinite amount of ways we can do this. I've seen a lot of you over on eastonuniversity.com. That's awesome. Saw many of you on the live yesterday. That was terrific. But I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can improve your conversations, and most importantly, you can get that other person to talk. Because when you do all the talking, it typically ends in, no thanks, don't want it, see you later, call me later, it's not a fit right now, bye-bye, because you just talk. So let's talk about 3 ways right now that you can get the other person to do more talking so that they can decide. The first one is called mirroring. What is mirroring? Does it mean if they're sitting sideways and they've got their legs crossed or their hand back here that I mirror their body language? No, okay? That's garbage, right? It's silliness, right? My knees are pointing that direction, and if my knees are pointing north and south and their knees are pointing east and west, I'm gonna get the deal. It's stupid, guys. It's stupid parlor games. It does not work. What is mirroring? Mirroring is repeating back the last 1 to 3 words that somebody said, or a select set of 1 to 3 words that they said. Now, when you repeat back, like if they say, hey, you know, we don't need any marketing. You don't need any marketing. That's not going to get you the deal. The goal of mirroring is to get that person to talk more, okay? So repeat back what they said, and I want you to put a slight, almost question mark on what you're saying. And if you're on the phone, this is super easy because you can leverage the technology. Almost, it's a subconscious, almost plausible that you didn't hear them properly. So when somebody goes, hey, we don't need any marketing. You don't need marketing? Yeah, I mean, we've tried several campaigns. We did the newsletter thing. We ran the meta stuff, and you know, it's not for us. It just doesn't seem to work for us. Okay? You see the goal there, right? If somebody goes, we don't need marketing, traditional sales coaching is like, but yes, you do. And if I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd love to show you how our newsletter can bring you lots of leads. And they're like, thanks, see you later, bye, call me later, take me off your list, all of that stuff, right? But hey, we don't need any marketing. You don't need marketing? Yeah, you know, it hasn't worked, right? So that's the first one, mirror somebody. This is too expensive, I can't afford it. You can't afford it? The goal here is to get them to talk more. In sales, where we screw things up, guys, is we think, especially when it's negative stuff coming our way, that like, we want to get off of that topic. If it's negative stuff coming your way, that's exactly where I want to be. Because we have to talk through that, right? We have to handle or address that in order to get the deal. So I want to keep them talking. So mirroring is the first of the 3 tips that I'm going to give you when somebody is saying something. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative, get them to talk more. How can you practice this? Okay, I go to hang out with people that my wife hangs out with. All right, my wife's a model and she's into Pilates and anything freaking red light therapy. If you want to see some pills, come and visit the pantry at my house. I got a whole freaking pill supply store. I don't know anything about any of that stuff, right? But when I talk to people that are friends with my wife, all of them, and she hates this for me, come up to her and they're like, man, how do I find a Matt? Matt's the best guy. We became best friends. I just didn't do any of the talking, right? Oh man, I really love Pilates. You really love Pilates? Yeah, I was doing the CrossFit thing before and it was hurting my back and hurting my knees. And I just really found with Pilates, I just have a certain energy after class. An energy? Yeah, you get the Pilates shake going on. And it's like, I can do it all day. And at the end of that conversation, the person's like, man, Matt really listens to me. Matt made a connection with me. Matt really gets it. Can you introduce Matt to my husband? Because my husband doesn't understand how the red lights are simply changing the world. All I'm doing is just repeating back what they said. And in their head, they're giving me more information. And the more they talk, the better the conversation is. Okay? So that's tip number one. When somebody is talking to you in sales, mirror them, right? You don't have budget for this? You've tried this before? Let them talk more. Number two, put a label on it. Sounds like, seems like, feels like, right? We don't have budget for this. Sounds like you might have tried some stuff before, right? This is not a fit for us. Seems like there's something else going on, right? Sounds like, seems like, feels like. Again, guys, your goal is to get that other person to talk more, okay? And then for those of you that are on eastonuniversity.com, you're in that portal, you're hanging out with me on the Tuesday, Thursday lives. You've heard me do this a million times. It's easy. And it will make you millions of dollars. And it will make your life easier. People will solve their own damn problems. People will sell themselves if you let them. The best way to let them is to get them to talk more. An easy way to get somebody to talk more is to have them give you specific examples of what they're talking about. In sales, especially B2B sales, especially with small business owners, especially with everybody, okay? Let's just strike that from the record. It's everybody. People talk in platitudes. They talk in generalities. They talk in like definitive, no, not going to happen, not going to do it, struggling with this, right? Man, I'd really love to grow the business. When you say you'd love to grow the business, can you give me a specific example? Yeah, my son just started getting involved in the business and I'm really excited. I'm really passionate about it. And gosh darn it, nothing would make me happier than to be able to open a second store that he could run that store. And eventually I'd love to have something that's, here long after I'm gone. Now that's the good stuff that, let's say I was selling that company marketing. And I know that their son just started the business. They're at $3.4 million for that location. If they can get to 5, okay, they're going to be maxed out there, but they're going to have the extra cash flow and the ability to go to the bank and borrow more money to open a second location. They really want that son to open that second location, and eventually they want multiple locations so that future generations can have that flower shop or pizza shop or whatever it is. Anybody else talking to them in marketing, right? Oh man, we want to grow the business. Great, terrific. My newsletter can help you grow the business, and you miss all the good stuff. Well, we do want to grow the business. Just out of curiosity, right? Where's the business at right now? Where do you want it to be? It's at 3.4 right now. We'd like to get it to 5. When you say you'd like to give it to 5, can you give me a specific example of why 5 million? The people will talk, okay? So to sum it up, guys, and there's 482 different ways you can get somebody to talk more. Mirror them. When you say you need to get to 5 million, mirror them. You need to get to 5 million? Yeah, my son just came in the business and I really want him to open his own store. We want to get to 5 million. Sounds like you've got something going on that is around that 5 million. Yeah, my son just came into the business and I want him to open a second store. Need to get to 5 million. Seems like there's something behind that 5 million number. right? Or when you say 5 million, can you give me a specific example? Yeah, my son just came into the business and I want him to open a second store. Your job in sales is not to be the smartest person in the room, even though you are, okay? Being the smartest person does not pay the bills. There are a lot of crazy, genius, wackadoo people stealing Chipotle soda up their bum cup from frickin' Jack in the Box and living in the library or the dumpster behind Walmart, okay? There's a lot of homeless, crazy people with 170 IQs, okay? If intelligence meant that you were gonna be successful in business, sorry, me, I wouldn't be in that list. I'm not in Mensa. Your job in sales is to have skillful, purposeful, driven conversations that lead that person to making a decision. So you can say things like, Owen, because of the fact that you told me you're at 3.4 right now, you've tried other campaigns, it's been less than stellar with the results, you really want to get to 5 million so that you're maxed out on this location. That will give you the top line revenue to go to the bank, ask for funding for that second location that Owen Jr. can open. Here's what I'd like to recommend. Okay, I have two solutions here that I think are going to help you get there well ahead of schedule. First one, I've got a newsletter that I can blast out to local people. That's going to bring the people that have already been to your business back, and it's going to bring new people in there. Number two, I've got a little piece of technology that's going to pop up on the website. It's going to be you. You could have your son in the background. We can start warming them up to his face and personality. That's going to be an omnipresent voice there. So when that traffic does come through the website from the newsletter, we are interfacing it absolutely in that moment. We're selling them on why Owen's Pizza is the best pizza. Does it make sense for me to get these both in place so we can help you hit that 5 million number ahead of schedule, opening that second location for Owen Jr., putting you in that position to grow to 3, 4, 5, maybe even 15 stores and have this be a legacy brand that's around for generations? Right? Like, how is Owen going to say no to that? And if he says no, you guys have been through the closing course, hopefully, right? No, not right now. Got it. What's a good next step? Right? Well, I'm just not sure. Totally understand. What's a good next step for me? Man, I don't know, because we've tried marketing in the past. I do want to run this by Owen Jr. Absolutely, great idea. How about we do this? Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to write up I'll give you a short email. My understanding of your current situation, capabilities you need, and going from 3.5 million to 5 million. I'm going to suggest some next steps. We'll get that software put on the website. I'll do a heavy lifting there, and we'll get you on the next blast of the newsletter, bringing that traffic in. Fair enough? Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. Cool. I'll shoot that over to you in about 20 minutes. Owen, is this 7372? Is this your mobile? Yeah, this is my mobile number. Perfect. I'll text you right when I hit send on that email so that you're not waiting around for it if it hits a spam filter. And then what is today? Wednesday. I'll give you a call Friday if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Yeah, Matt, that sounds pretty good. Awesome, Owen. We're not attempting space travel here. We got to get you to 5 million at that store mission. Let's get to 5, open that second location, and create the next monster brand that's going to be around for generations. I'm excited to work with you and the family there. Like, when the other people do the talking, your sales can go really fast after that. You guys have heard me say this 100 times, make it 101. When you slow the process down in the beginning, you will speed up the results in the end. The best way to slow the process down in the beginning is to get the other person to talk. I just gave you 3 ways to get them to talk. Mirror them, put a label on it, and ask them for specific examples. With that, anybody got any questions on this or anything else? I'm here for you 100%. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of all of the people that I saw on the live yesterday. Anything you need from me, I'm here for you. Deal me in what you got.